So in this video, we're going to talk more about adding slopes in our floors. So let's say I have a ramp here. So we have a few methods on how to create this ramp. The first method is I can start with a normal ramp from here. So I'll just select ramp, and then it's starting from the ground level. I don't want it to reach the top level. I just want a very small ramp at the entrance of the building, for example. So I'll just keep this to the ground level. And then for the base offset, I'll start at 0, and then let's say I want this to be 300. Okay, so I have this. You can add the labels, etc. You will see them now when we start working. And you can specify the width. So let's say I want it to be let's keep it as 2000, for example. Okay, so I will draw it anywhere. So from here to here, for example. And then let me just go to 3D. Okay, I'll click here on Finish Edit Mode to see it. It will automatically give you a railing. For now, I'll just delete these two railings. No need for them. Let me just go to the north elevation. Yeah, you will see here that this is the ramp. I have this slope here. Okay, if I want to attach it to the building, I can just select this and then select the move. So let's go to the ground level. Okay, so in the ground level here, I can select this ramp and then select this move, and it will snap automatically to this point, for example. And let's say I want to move it here. Okay, so it will be in place. Now this is one way of creating a ramp. And the ramp itself, you can change the type. So we have this type. We can click on Edit Type and then duplicate and create another one. Here we can change the incline. So the slope is 12 here. So let's make it, for example, 4. Okay, and let's go back to the north elevation. You will see now, because I increased the slope, it's going a bit more up. Let me just create another one so we can see the difference. So this is ramp 1. I'll create another one. Select ramp. Sorry, I'll go to the ground level. Select ramp and change this type to Edit Type. Duplicate and change it, instead of a 12 to, let's say, 4 or 5. And now I wanted to start from the ground level to the ground level, and then I'll keep these numbers the same. Click and drag. You will see that it will be shorter. Why is it shorter? Because the level is, or the ramp itself is going higher. Okay, so if I go to the 3D view, click on Finish Mode, you will see this. Let me just delete these. Okay, if I go to the north elevation, just so we can see the difference, you will see that they are both starting at the same point and they're both ending at the same level. But then the ramp itself, or the slope itself, is less for this one. Okay, so this took a longer length because the slope is lower than this one. This only needs this much of slope. Okay, so you can control this from the type of ramp, from editing the type itself. So this is one way of doing it. Of course, if I go to the ground level, I'll just close this from here, close inactive view, so I can close all of these and only keep the view that I'm working on. Okay, so if I want to move it, as we said, I'll just select this, select move, and move this point, for example, to here. So it will start with this line. Now this is one way of creating a slope. The second way is creating a normal floor. So I'll just go to floor, select a rectangle, and start, for example, from here to here. And then, of course, you can always change the dimension. So if I select this one, I can change this one to, for example, 3000. So it will be this one. This way, I can select this and move it from this point to this point. And I can select as well the type. Let me just finish edit mode. select this one and move it, or select generic. I'll click on edit type and change anything I want later on. We've already covered this in the floor video. So now I have this one here. If I go to the north elevation, you will see that this is the one. First of all, I want to move it up. So what we can do in this case, let me go to the 3D. Okay, if you want to move any side up, what you need to do is select it and then select modify sub-element. So when I click on modify sub-element, we can move anything here. So let's just select this line and then move it, for example, 300 or 200, depending on what you want. So now if I go to the, let me just escape. If I go to the north view, you will see that it's going up as well. Okay, so this is something that you can use not only for slopes, you can use it even for other modifications that you want to do for a ceiling. So let's go, for example, for the first floor. And I will create a floor for the first floor. So I will go to floor, and then I will draw, let's start from here, for example, here. And then let's create this one. And I'll just close it here and click on yes. I'll just save the file. Okay, now I have this one. If I go to 3D, this is the level that I have. So I'll just select this one and then go to modify sub-element, and we can move this line, for example, up. So let's move it, for example, 1000. So I will get this shape. I'll move this one as well. So I have this now, this shape. Okay, you can create any shape that you want. So you can move the point itself. You don't have to move the line. Okay, so you can move the point itself wherever you want, and you will get a customized shape for your ceiling. Okay, so that's it. When you're done, you will have this, and then you can create the walls and attach them to this one, and we will cover this in the next video. Okay, so this is a second way of creating a ramp. So the third way of creating a slope is, let me just go to the ground level and create another flooring. So let's say this is the flooring that I want. So I'll just select a normal rectangle. I'll not modify it anymore. And click on finish edit mode. So I have this now. So the third method for creating a slope is, let me just go to the 3D. What we can do is select this flooring and then go to edit boundary. When you click on edit boundary, what you can do, you will get this option here, which is a slope arrow. So just click on slope arrow and then select the first point that you want to start the sloping from, and then you can go in this direction. So you have this arrow here. Now for this arrow, what you can do, you can change the height offset for the tail and for the head. So the tail is this point, the beginning of the arrow, and then the head is this point. So let's say I wanted to start from 0 to, let's say 2000. So if everything is fine, I'll just click on OK, and then we will have this sloping. So whatever method you feel is better for you, you can go with, depending on the situation, on which is easier for you.